Hello and welcome. I'm Catherine from Catherine Learn Stuff, and so today I'm just going to check to see if this is working because this is a totally impromptu live session that I'm doing. I wanted to go over and tell you about this new thing I got today. It's just give me 1 second here while I make sure everything is working because I'm super amazing at having things not work and I don't want to have this not show up. So bear with me as I try to make sure this is actually working. All right, it looks like it's on, so we're good. So I was participating in a Q&A yesterday, and I meant we were talking about crafting supplies and what we use to make cards, and all the ladies on the talk, I'll drop a link to that video in the description below if you want to watch it as well. We're talking about having these scoring boards, and I don't have one because I don't know, it's just not something I've got around to buying. And so one of the wonderful people that watches me, who isn't from my area, dropped by today and brought me a scoring board. Thank you, Debbie, for the scoring board. So what we're going to do today quickly is we're going to unbox it because I have this problem. Is what's going to happen is I've got these grand visions of opening this box up and recording it and editing it and trying it out and all this stuff. And I know it's just a scoring board, I know, but I'm excited. It's a new toy. But I'm going to start to use it and I'm going to miss the opportunity. So right now, everyone's asleep. I should be sleeping too, but I'm going to unbox this. We're going to do a little bit of playing around with this. Now my technology is not working tonight. Everything has decided to crash on me, so my buttons don't work. But we're going to open this baby up and we're going to see what this is and we're going to give it a shot. So now I've got maybe not the best lighting here, but I apologize. We're going to just kind of rip this box open because that's what we do. It's like glued pretty decently back here. All right. Sorry. And this is a Recollections one, so I'm guessing maybe from Michael's, maybe from Walmart, not totally sure. If I can find it online, I will also drop a link to this below. And so right now, okay, we've got some instructions here. I've got this white scoring board. I'm going to bring it up close. You can hopefully see it. I've got a lot of white happening here, so it's just like a bunch of lines, and I've got a little tool here which is stuck. Okay, we got a tool that we're going to use to push the paper down. Pretty cool. And I have a little instruction book which explains to me, what does it explain to me? It explains to me I have my little table and I have a paper folder, so we're going to give this a try. And it even gives me a cute little chart here about card sizes. I might keep that, I might not, I'm not going to lie, but we are going to probably take a gander at that later. Then let's take a look over here on the back. On the back we have, ooh, we've got little interesting stuff here. This looks like an envelope instructions, so we'll try making some envelopes, maybe not today, we'll see how this goes. I don't want to be here all night. And we've got some card sizes in inches and in centimeters for those of us who are in Canada, so this is going to be cool. So we're going to try first to score something. So I've got a card here, and maybe we'll go this way. I don't know how big this card is. I got to do a rough measurement here. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 inches. So we're going to try to go scoring at the 3-inch mark here, and bam, that was pretty nice. Did it actually fold it? Well, it's not totally bad. I might not be totally 3 inches there, but that's all right. Or 6 inches there, so that's pretty good. That folded nicely. Now we're going to, I don't know if I'm going to use a card here to actually make this, but I've got these little, like, let me see if I can bring this up closer to you. These little designs that I can emboss onto my card. Well, I'm going to do it on this paper. We'll see if this actually works. I may not be smart enough to do this because I've got to, well, I found something here. So this has like a little pointy end on the end, which is hopefully what I'm supposed to be using for this. And we're going to see how this works. I'm just doing this on paper to see how this works because I don't want to, like, you know, spend all night doing this, but I am excited about this. This is a little bit, okay, I think that's it. So that I've gone through on this side, and now I have a nice image on this side. I might need this on different color paper for you guys to see better. That's a nice little thing here. So I've got some things here, and I've got an envelope sizer thing here, but what size paper do I use for this? That's my question. Select card size. All right, I gotta select a size. Trim the paper to the correct paper size. All right, do that. Normally 12 by 12, 10 by 10. I can do that. Let's do smaller size. Let's do 5 by 5 because I got a piece of paper here. So let's go 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm using my Halloween paper because I was using this earlier today. I still haven't cleaned up from my mess this morning. So bear with me as I try to make this card envelope with this little scoring thing and see if this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to mark this because my brain power is limited on a good day, and I can't even see where I marked that. Let's try this again, folks. I really probably should just be going to bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I can see that a little bit better. Scoring a line on white paper doesn't always work. That's not going to be right, but all right, we got 5 here. We're going to try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I'm doing this right because it says my paper size should be 5 by 5, so we're going to see if this will actually work. Alright, so I've got my paper here. Align the left corner to the scale mark. Am I going here? Where's the scale mark? Here? I don't know what this means. Align. Rotate 90 degrees, align the score mark to score guide. I'm going to say my scale mark is this 0 here, maybe? I don't know. I don't think this is going to work for me. Or am I going all the way to the top here? Let's just try the 0 scale and see what happens. And we're going to try in three seconds as I've already lost focus to this. My ability to make a card here, envelope here, is not going to be great. We're going to rotate this 90 degrees and we're going to align the score mark to the score guide. Score guide. I don't even understand what this is happening. This is my score guide. So here, seems a bit weird, but alright. I don't know if this is going to work. This is not working. I'm going to need to practice this, but let's keep going and see how this goes. Repeat again, clockwise, and we're going to score this way. This is not even looking like a card anymore. Clearly I've messed something up. This is supposed to look like a nice envelope. Cut the notches in the corners. I don't think I'm doing this at all correctly, but let's give it a few more goes here. We're going to do this one more time here to this score line. And maybe I'm messing this up because my little box here for the card is and it's like super teeny tiny. So I'm going to have to figure this one out. I might have to Google this. So in theory, I've got a nice little thing here at the back that'll help me make an envelope, which is not happening tonight at 10 o'clock. But we will figure this out. And I'm not sure how I'm going to figure this out though, but today's not the day, I don't think. Scale mark 2. Scale mark 2. Alright, so there's a thing here. Maybe I'm doing this here. Alright, scale mark 2. Let's try here. I'm just going to like draw some lines here. Scale mark 2, we're going to rotate clockwise 90 degrees. And then we're going to do to the score line. Score guide here. This isn't going to work. This is just not going to work. We're gonna give up on this. We'll have to try this another day, but that's it. So I've got this. This part works. We can make another nice score line here on this guy, who is 5 inches, and we're gonna go 2.5. We're gonna try 2.5 and see if I can actually get this to like fold at the 2.5 mark. Did that? Yeah, my paper's not cutting perfectly straight at this hour, but this is pretty cool. I'm liking this so far. I'm gonna have to figure out this back part. I'm gonna have to Google this, I think, because clearly I'm not catching this whole concept, but it could be because I should be in bed by now anyways. So there you go. I have a new toy. I have a mini scoreboard, and I've got a cute little pen that goes with it, and I've got some little embossing designs here on the back, and I have instructions on how to make an envelope, which I don't understand at this point in time, so we'll have to figure that out later. But anyways, that is the latest. So I'll put a nice picture of this up onto the video so that you know what we've unboxed. If I ever figure out how to do this, maybe I'll do a quick video on that as well. And if I don't figure it out, we'll just maybe not talk about this again. So that's that. So there you go. A few minute video on a scoring board that I got that I may or may not know how to use, half of which, so that's okay. But we did it. We've got a scoring board. Thank you, my friend Deb. Hopefully you get to watch this video, and hopefully you get to watch me fumble through the card bits. Anyways, that's it for tonight, everyone. I'm going to bed because I clearly need to get some sleep, and I will see you guys tomorrow next video drops. Be sure to check that out and watch out for my email tomorrow as well. Happy crafting, everyone.